It was just the opportunity that we saw that when you look across the different sectors, what you see are imperfections. And you look at infrastructure, the roads haven't been well maintained, the airports are the way they are. And we saw those as opportunities. What if? What if our stock in trade, which is managing money for people, could be deployed in other fronts? And I think that whereas a lot of people focus on the negatives, what we really see are those things that government has done, not necessarily planned, that has led to relaxation in the form of reforms, deregulation, and as a consequence provided the private sector an opportunity to promote business ideas. If you look at what's happened in telecoms, that's a classic example. What if deregulation never took place? Then we'll still be talking about NITEL. So I think at times in Nigeria, we tend to focus too much on the negatives and don't look at those little changes that come in the form of reforms that could present phenomenal opportunity for the private sector. And that's been our own story. We're here, we're custodians of people's money. Our job is to find a safe outlet for their money, to make sure we invest profitably and are able to return the money. We took the view very early that we couldn't serve our customer well if all we did was invest in the stock market. And therefore, when you see us investing in new opportunities such as in infrastructure or real estate, it's because we're serving the interest of our clients. We're exposing them to asset classes that they ordinarily would not be able to invest in. And what we definitely see here is an opportunity that Nigeria offers. Nigerians are quite discerning. They want the good things that South Africans want, that the Englishman wants, that the American wants. Those things are not available. And that's why we love to buy homes in England. We love to buy homes in America. But what if we could create those opportunities here? And really, that's a question we ask ourselves. And that's the challenge and the opportunity that we see. Lackaway is just a subset of a bigger development. And what we see really is that if you look at we're in Ikoyi right now, this was built about 50 years ago, in the colonial days, actually more than 50 years ago. The infrastructure hasn't been well maintained, the population has grown, and we need to build new neighborhoods. We're a country of 170 million people, so we need to add a lot more to the stock in terms of residential homes and what have you. Lackaway was our own way of creating a new environment. And when we decided to go 30 kilometers away from the CBD, we asked the question, what will bring people here? And that's why the golf course is there. But the project itself is not about the golf course. It's about a bigger municipality. In Port Harcourt, we've just started the development of another golf estate. And in one of the West African countries, we're negotiating on a major development as well. So, we see these opportunities. It's not just a Nigerian story, it's a West African story. And we think that our jurisdiction really is West Africa. And where we find such opportunities, where we understand the environment, and we can deploy capital in a way that capital can return to us, then we're very interested in pursuing such opportunities. We've had many moments, many challenging periods in the history of the firm. I see the firm today as entering the institutional building phase. We started off business in '94, a startup. You committed all the mistakes. You are trying to survive, to build a business, get people to work together. We have a big business today. And all of a sudden, the things that we never considered in the early part of our lives have become more important. We're more bureaucratic because risk management has a lot more to play in the business today. We talk more about business processes, which nobody knew, the minimum. 10 years ago. And I hope that I'll look back 20 years from now and see where my colleagues, those who would definitely come after me, would have taken the business. I do expect that we'll become an institution that essentially is a part of the economy. We manage pension funds for people. I expect ARM to be a household name, so a lot is expected. So, because in spite of all that we've done, I think there's a whole lot more that we could do.